Hello friends. So till now we have completed 9 lessons on various conceptual topics. I hope you are having a good learning experience in this channel. So please subscribe it if you have not subscribed the channel. Share with your friends, colleagues, and do press that bell icon to receive the latest video notifications. In our last video we discussed about queries in detail. So before watching today's video on views, the prerequisite is to watch that video on queries, because the queries and the view conceptually both are very much similar. We will see today the views concept in detail. We will take one example also where we can use the views, why views are required. So let's have a deep dive session on views. Views. So a view is a virtual table that uses a query to retrieve fields and records from database tables. Now the database table can be from one database tables or from multiple database tables. And also why I am saying virtual, it is virtual table because data in a view is not stored as a database object, but it is dynamically created when the view is accessed on runtime. And this view uses a query structure to retrieve data from one or more database tables. So this is the biggest advantage of view. The structure is similar like query. Now let's say if we want to fetch data from multiple tables and with multiple conditions, in that case creating view is the best solution. So here we can create a highly set of customized data in single table by fetching data from multiple tables with multiple conditions. So to summarize, if there is a requirement to fetch the data from multiple tables with multiple conditions, then what we will do, we will create one view. Its structure is same like of query. We will see it now. We will create that view. We will fetch data from multiple tables and we'll put in one single table. So this is the biggest advantage, that we can create a highly set of customized data in a single table. Now let's see the view elements. Let me create a view. So let us take one example to understand the view concept. Let's see, if I want to see the total salary of the employee in one single table, how I can do this. Right now I have only one table, salary table. As you know, we have only one table, and in that table we have, for one employee there are multiple rows, multiple records for the salary, because it is pay element wise like basic, HRA, LTA, leave allowance. I want single total salary in one table. How to do this, we will see in this video, in this example, how to fetch the data from employee salary table and from employee table to this view, the single table. So this was the advantage which I told you, that here we can create a highly set of customized data in a single table. So in single table we will bring the salary data here. So for this, let's create one view. We will name it as pp underscore salary view. I will add this. So let's see view elements. Here you can see metadata, field group. As I told you, view uses a query to retrieve records. So its behavior is same as of query. This query concept which we have seen in our last video, if you have not seen it, please refer to that video. That is very conceptual video. In that video you will get to know how to create query, what is the query structure, how to write dynamic queries, and this query concept is very important for the programmers. So please refer to that video. After that you can come to this video, because this is the same structure which we have to follow to create the view, is the same like which we did in query. So here we have view metadata node. This node contains the query or data source that the view uses to retrieve the data. Yeah, this is also known as view query. So here we can use the data source also, and we can also directly use the query. So today we will use the same query which we have created in our last video. We will use the same query. Last query which we created was pp underscore salary query. So the same query I am going to use for today's video. Here also you can create again for yourself, so you can do yourself. Here you can create your query. I will use my query which I created in last video. I will use the same here. Go to properties. I will write my query. See, it came. If I expand it, you can see the query which we created, the fields all are available here. So now in the field node I will drag the fields which I need. I need employee ID, I need the name, I need the gender also. I will drag the gender and drop here. Now I need the amount column, the salary column that will come from the employee salary. So what I will do, I will create one aggregate field here. So the process is, I will create one field first. The data source will be the salary table, and I will give the amount field here. Then I will do aggregation to sum. View field is and the label to total salary. So we have added all the 4 fields which were required for the view. So our view is ready. Also there is one more node, methods node. Here you can create your calculated methods, computed methods, and then you drag and drop in the field section. So you can create the calculated fields also in this view. Now our requirement is to put this data in a single table. So we have fetched the data from query from 2 tables, employee table and salary table. In the salary table there were multiple records. We have used the aggregate function. We have seen that total salary field. Now we want to see in a form, so we have to create one form to see the required result in a screen. So I will create one form for this. I will name it pp underscore view. So so you all know how to create forms. If you have not seen that class, form creation class, you can go to that video, refer that video. Now here, which data source we will use? We are not going to use table here. We will use our view which we have created just now. I will drag that view here in data source section. So I have added the data source. Data source is my view. Now in design I have to apply one pattern. I will right click, I will apply pattern, one simple list. Refer to the video. In that video I have explained all the patterns available. Now in this design, what I have to add, application action pane, properties also. Group loop control, quick filter, quick filter control, this is done. I will add the grid section. Data source is my view. Now I will drag my fields, employee ID, name, gender, total salary. So my grid is ready. I will add the grid to target control property. All this I already explained in my form video, so you can refer that video to know more about this concept which we are selecting: patterns, target control, grid, data source, designing the forms. All we discussed in that class. So our form is ready. Now I will create one display menu item. Why I need display menu item? Because I want to see that in the screen. So to add anything on a menu, I need a menu item. Then I will add that menu item to the menu. Now I will give the label also. I will save it. Now I will add this menu item in the main menu. So menus, open this. I will drag this. First I will expand this. Now this salary view I will add here. So I have added in my main menu. I will build the solution completely and will browse and we'll see the result in the main screen. So build is successful. Now I will refresh the browser. So now let me browse it. See, you can see our view is there added in the main menu, salary detail view. If I click it, we should be able to see our desired result. See now. So we got our record, the employee ID, the name, the gender, and this. These first three fields are from MPL table, and this field is from salary table, and that is also the sum of all the records available in that table corresponding to this employee ID. So if we see in this table, let's see how many lines were there for this. So this is our MPL table, and if I go to salary detail table, you can see there are three records. In our view, what we did, we clubbed all these three records in one. We used that aggregate function, aggregate field, sum of amount. So this field is added. Now against this is our view. So only in the runtime the data is getting stored in the database, otherwise the data is in their respective table. All the first three tables are in EMPL table, and this last column is from salary table. The definition, the view definition is stored in the database always, but the data is only getting accessed on the runtime basis. So this is our desired result. Like this you can build n number of inquiries, customer balances, vendor balances based on your requirement. This example I took just to explain you the concept of view. So now we are done for today's class. I hope the concept view is clear. Do follow the channel, do subscribe it, share it with your colleagues, friends. Yeah, I'll come up with more videos. See you all in my next class. Thank you.